better be prepared. Your face is all up in the camera right now.
Oh, really?
She just walked in the door 4 minutes ago. So this is my life. How is everybody doing? We are live, very excited to be here tonight.
I'm not.
Well, nobody can hear you anyway, so it doesn't matter. Whew. It's been a rough couple of weeks, hasn't it? I know we've got some people in the chat that are from across the pond, and so you're probably not experiencing the same things we have over the last couple of weeks, whether it's... listen, I'm not talking about the silly little YouTube drama that we had going on. That I'm over all of that. But I'm talking about it's little kids that go to school in Minnesota in the morning and don't come home that afternoon. I'm talking about a young lady. What?
Colorado.
Okay. What did you have to say?
I thought I get my.
There was 2 school shootings. So.
Oh, jeez. I've only heard about one, but I've been trying to not be on too much of that stuff.
I begged her not to interrupt me. I forgot everything I was going to say, so who cares? The good news is we don't have to worry about all of that. For the next 3 hours,
Yeah.
we can enjoy this silly little hobby that we have, that we keep glass boxes full of water and try to keep fish alive in them and try to keep algae at bay. Now, when I say 3 hours, you might be a little bit confused by that. You might be like, wait, do you stream for 3? Well, we do. Every other week, we stream for 3 hours. The first hour and a half is for the public, and the second hour and a half is for members, for channel members, where we have channel members come on the stream with us. So that is very fun. Looking forward to that tonight. So for 3 hours, we've got an escape of all the nonsense that I was going to talk about and then wasn't allowed to. So let's escape all of that. You said you had some things. Go ahead. I'm not going to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, you can. You can interrupt me. I don't care. Of course, I'll get off track and end up talking about cats, but if I did that, or if you did interrupt me, but no, I just want to say that I went back through after the live stream last week, and I looked at the chat because there was an hour that I didn't look at the chat, and I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who was very supportive. I appreciate that, and everybody in the comment section who commented after the stream, thank you. That was very nice. Everybody was so nice and supportive. Also, thank you to everybody who reached out after the stream, whether it was that night or the next day, phone calls, email, through Instagram. Thank you. I appreciate that. Even people in the industry and manufacturers were very supportive. They were like, give us names. We don't ever want to support those small channels. We never want to be able to, we don't want to send them stuff for giveaways or ever sponsor them. So I thought that was really nice. I was really touched by that. So yeah, thank you very much, because that means a lot. And it would be a really bad time if any of them were to start a fish store right now.
Huh. Where's Zen? She on vacation? I don't know. Somebody said Aquaella was disappointing.
Oh, that's sad.
You know what's interesting with the absolute mayhem that's been going on online the last couple of weeks? I have detached from social media, which I'm very happy about. It's already impacting my, just day-to-day functionality. So I I got to be honest. I haven't seen anything about Aquaella. It's a shame if it was disappointing. I don't. The only person I've talked to, I got a message from Science Gal. She was the only one that has said anything to me about it. She said it was amazing.
Yeah.
But
So did Lefty.
yeah, everybody has their own
Opinions.
view on it, and I think it probably she works there, so that is going to bias her slightly. Somebody who paid for a ticket that goes in might be looking at it, maybe scrutinizing it a little bit more, and I don't blame you. I would be too, but I have not seen, and it's weird. I haven't seen any videos on it. I haven't seen really anything on it. So, and I wouldn't tell you whether it was good or bad if I wasn't there anyway. So
It's probably going to be definitely the best fish show of some sort. Whatever fish shows they have on the East Coast this year, it's going to be the best one. I don't care what anybody says. It's sold out. It had over 7,500 people there. It wasn't a bad show if they didn't do all that. Maybe
Well-
they should next time get a bigger place if it was too crowded, because I could understand if people were uncomfortable because there was too many people there. But, numbers speak for themselves. I said that last week.
yeah, I mean, you can have too many people there though.
Oh, yeah.
We've been at Aquaella's before where it was like, oh my God, I need to step away.
Let me
Like,
go to the bathroom.
yeah, it was too much. It's just an overload. So I totally understand that. But again, we weren't there, so it's hard for us to comment on it. I was at Aquaella, New Jersey. The venue was small and overpacked.
That
Was the biggest complaint.
Yeah.
Other than that, meh. I hate the word meh. Not picking on you, Fishy Jersey.
Nah.
Just saying, I don't know why that word irks me. Besides the stingrays and reptiles.
Oh, I like stingrays.
So, yeah. I mean, I can totally understand if there was too many people there. That could be something that would be overwhelming. Leslie Perry, where was I last week? I didn't realize that I missed the stream. I know what I'm going to watch afterwards. Well, let me tell you something, Leslie Perry. You're going to have to make sure you watch this Sunday's video coming up because I talk about you, lady.
Yes, Leslie, you're going to be in it.
I talk about you in that video. I might even curse at you in the video.
No.
But you're going to have to watch it to understand the context. I did not speak negatively of you. Of course I didn't. But you are mentioned in Sunday's video. So, and on that note, I got a couple of real quick things to talk about. First things first, I did something last week in last week's live stream that I've never done on this stream before. And that was that I changed the settings for the chat feature on the live stream to that you had to be subscribed for 1 week or more. Pretty smart, right? I did that for a reason.
Yeah.
To avoid the shenanigans that were going to be inevitable in last week's live stream. That is not a normal thing. I used to have it to where you just had to be a subscriber. But for that one, I changed it to you had to be a subscriber for a week. Now it's everybody can chat. I didn't clear it with you first because I knew you would have told me I'm not allowed to do that.
No,
But
I don't care. I mean, I'm glad you did it last week for that because it was a sensitive topic. But this week, and that was because of trolls and stuff, people that were going to be negative for whatever reason. But you know what? Bring it. I'm ready for it. I'm not, where I'm not looking at chat now. So bring it.
No, the chat was amazing last week. It was basically full support. So, it worked. It worked for what it was last week. But now it's anybody. Anybody can chat, whether you're a subscriber or not. If you're not a subscriber, well, that makes me sad. But if we're being honest with each other,
As long as you're watching, that's what pays us.
well, it's true. But The number of subscribers that a YouTube channel has never been less important than it is right now. And I know that sounds horrible. I don't mean it like we don't care about our subscribers. I'm not saying that. I'm saying from the standpoint of the YouTube algorithm, subscribers don't mean a thing. But subscribers seem to be less likely to be mean to us. We don't like people that are mean to us in the chat. Of course, I'm joking. We can handle that. But I've got some good news. This is big. People have been asking about it. People have been asking about two things. And basically what that means is one person asked about it, and we've said everybody's been asking. Yeah. But no, it's true. There's been so many people over and over and over again. Emails, messages, chats in here asking when these
shirt
will be available. The answer is right now. Kinda. I put Aquafiltra on the site today, all 3 sizes. They are on there for pre-order. Understand, they are not in our warehouse. However, they are being transported to us as we speak. So I don't know when they're going to get here. Probably mid to late next week. And so we've got them. They're on the way. I told y'all the second they're available, they will be in our warehouse, available on our website. And so they are available right now for pre-order. And it says it very clearly on there. CJ Aquafiltra 10 pre-order, 20 pre-order. So if you are someone that's been looking for these, you can order them now. We will ship them out to you most likely next week, but don't be completely shocked if it's not the Monday or Tuesday of the following week, because we got to get them in and we got to do all of the stuff. And then once we get them in, we will turn them right back around and ship them out to everybody that has pre-ordered them. And Joe Provenzano will be here happy to hear this. I didn't put them on the site yet, but I think I will tomorrow because my wife said I should.
Oh, yeah.
We also have the Fluval Plant 4.0 lights on a truck being transported to us as we speak. I got the tracking information this morning. So it is on the way. They will also be here next week. Big week for us as far as new product coming in. Very exciting. For the lights, did you order the nanos or just the?
Yeah,
okay.
Ordered them all.
So we've got the 4.0 nano all the way up to the 48 incher. And then the one after that will be, once we, like Tiger King says so eloquently in that meme that everybody uses in their videos, I will never financially recover from this. Once we financially recover from that, we will bring in the Aqua Sky as well, which I'm excited about, because then we'll have 2 different levels of lights, which both levels are pretty much superior to almost everything else that's on the market. The prices for I don't have the Aquafiltra prices memorized. I'm pretty sure it's $44.99, $54.99, $64.99 for the 3 different sizes. The lights, I don't have the prices memorized yet. The only reason I have the Aquafiltra is because I put it on the site today, and so I had to type that price in and all of that. But as far as the lights go, she will let you know in a minute. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat it for anybody. If anyone that's ever looked up the Fluval 4.0 light, just like the 3.0 and the 2.0 before that, they've always been on the higher end of like what I like to call normal person lights. There's, the elite level lights, which would be your Kessels and your AI primes and all of that, which are like, Kessel is like a major manufacturer for studio lighting for major Hollywood studios. We're talking big time there. The level below that, the normal people, the consumer grade, the 4.0 would be the high end of that. So I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you these lights are going to be your budget lights. They're absolutely not. Anybody that tells you they are is lying to you. They're expensive, but they're absolutely worth it.
So do you MAP or MSRP?
MSRP.
Okay, so y'all ready? These are expensive. He wasn't joking. For the 4.0, the Plant 4.0 Nanos, $139.99. For the 22, well, I don't know how to do it as far as what size tank. So the 22, the width 15 to 24 inches, those are $159.99. The 32 width, which is 23 to 35 inches, is $199.99. The 46 width, which is 35 to 49 inches.
It's watt.
Watt, whatever.
It's watt.
I wasn't going by watt. I was going by the width. You know, the length of the top. Anyway.
She prefers. Never mind. Go ahead.
Those are $234.99. And then the big ones, the 46 to 61 inches, those are $265.99. So
again, we're talking the higher end of the consumer grade lights, but not only higher end as far as pricing goes, but higher end as far as performance goes too.
and then the Fluval Plant Pro.
We don't need to talk about. You
We're
didn't
not
get
gonna
those.
talk about those.
You didn't order those, did you?
Yeah, I ordered them all.
You
No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say,
Look at
did you
your
get a
face, you're
second
like,
mortgage?
What? That was hilarious.
I think we probably will bring in the Plant Pro at some point, but I don't know. I don't know when that's going to be. I mean, they're up there. It's basically two 4.0s in one, but it's not double the price of the 4.0. But it's it is a major upgrade from that. That's what I have on this. I have
Wait,
a
what
Plant Pro on a tank with no lights,
You mean
with no plants.
And then mine too.
Yours has the Plant 4.0.
Excuse me, burp. At this, it made me burp. I was like, burp.
Did you burp out loud for everybody to
did,
hear?
out loud.
What a savage. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and I have to do something here. It has to be done. It's like, this is a big deal because we just talked about it. We just announced it. Let me verify it though to be sure. Yes. Joe McCormick must be watching right now. And Joe is the first to pre-order the Aquafiltra.
Oh, yay.
First from us.
Thank you, Joe.
And then immediately afterwards, we had Jared Martin pre-ordered 2 of them
Oh, nice.
and some plants. So
Yeah.
thank you to y'all for being the first to do that. But again, understand, and it is in the description and it's everywhere. These are not going to be shipping immediately. We're gonna turn them around and ship them right out to you as soon as we get them. But they're on the way, so don't worry. Finsanity with a $5 super chat right off the bat, because of course he did. Hey John, how many? Shut up. Bags of food are on Lisa's Oscar tank.
Oh.
Only 2,
Oh, wait, but 2 bags.
and then a
but
can.
yeah.
My 240, however, behind Lisa has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the 360 here has a bunch over there. We keep the food on the top of every tank. That
Yeah.
everywhere you look, the food is on the top of the tank that we feed to that particular tank. So we are fortunate in that we're retailers, so we can just go grab this food when we run out.
And we're not organized. That's why it stays sitting on top of the tank. Because I'm not trying to run back and forth all throughout the fish house when I feed.
And we're also very, very fortunate to be very close with the folks at Northfin. They send us food. I never ask. It just happens.
Yeah,
we
they're
just
awesome.
get boxes. They know what we use for our fish, and we just have boxes that show up on our porch. We are so fortunate for that. We sell a lot of Northfin, so that might have something to do with it. But I think it's also simply because we're good friends with them, and we love them, and
are the best.
and I think they love us, so it's great.
I think they do too.
So we have the luxury of being able to have it spread around all over. And I sound like I'm just completely bragging, so I want to get away from that. Sailing Aquatics with the $10 super chat said, "Evening, fish peeps." Evening to you too.
He even said, Lisa, I told a cashier at my morning stop she had RBF. We know what that means. This morning, and thought about you. Thanks.
Well, that's
What a compliment.
that's the reason why I got in trouble was your RBF. But anyway,
No, that was my tired look. I
people
looked
read
sad.
that the wrong way.
No, it was. I was tired. I can't be tired because then I look sad, and then if I look sad, then it's because it's your
Then
fault.
I get in trouble.
It's your fault if I'm sad. So I have to be happy so nobody gets mad at John.
Yeah. Cure Blossoms Tube. That is an interesting name on YouTube. Became a member. Looks like brand new. Welcome to the team. Super happy to have you. Jerry
Oh,
Goebel
yeah, welcome.
with the $5 super chat. John, recommendation for plants that my blankety blank Buenos Aires tetras won't eat.
Oh.
You know what? I feel like about the only ones that you might have some luck with would be the hard ones like Anubias. And I
the
don't
big
even-
ones, like the ones I have in my goldfish tank.
Yep. Which we used to carry 3 different types of the bigger Anubias. We had the Hostifolia, the Nancon, and the, what other one did we have? Who cares? It doesn't matter. The Anubias that get really big, they look like house plants in your aquarium. But I just was like, this is silly. These all look very similar. So we got rid of 2 of them, and we only have the Nancons. So if you need the big Anubias, they eat Anubias. Well then, Jerry,
Ooh.
I'm going to tell you right now, the
What if
best
I have the
plant
big ones?
recommended for you in your situation would be the plastic
The
ones.
plastic ones.
And don't be ashamed of it. If you want that look
Yeah, it's okay.
without paying $10 for a plant to feed to your fish, then the plastic ones will have to work. Who cares? I mean, if you like them, that's all that matters.
Jennifer Anderson said, Lisa, I'm getting discus fever again. Do you think you will ever get back into them? I really would like to. I don't know when. I don't see it anytime soon. But we do have, the water system to where I could use it for discus. It would be the only tank I do it for, because I hate things being complicated. I like things to be simple. I liked when we kept discus. I was able to keep discus at the other house, and it was simple. Because I feel like when it gets too complicated, it takes the fun out of it, But when I'm in a good place and things aren't so unorganized in the fish room, I think I might give it a try. I really do, because I miss discus. I do want to say something, and I'm going to shout somebody out just because they have really good discus. I haven't watched all the videos, only a few of his videos, but he has a very soothing voice in his videos, and he keeps discus, and they look really, really nice. Discus North. He has a YouTube channel, and his discus are really nice. So you might want to check those out, Jennifer, and anybody else.
I'm very upset because I was going to address some serious, and I mean serious, YouTube drama.
Uh-oh.
I mean, we're talking like change your life YouTube drama. But I can't get it to open on Instagram, and it's really bothering me. It's probably because it was a story, and aren't they only available for 24 hours?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Whose story?
So this goon
Ooh.
last week viciously and brutally
Oh, I know. I got a face.
put up a story on Instagram
and Facebook.
all over the internet.com. Do you have it where I can read it? It was trifling. I mean, I'm telling you, like, the kind of thing that ends friendships here. Marriages are destroyed by messages like this.
I'll find it because Joe Provenzano, he tagged me in it.
This one got me really worked up and really got me going. I'll wait for her to do that. And while you're doing that, I will address Mel Boogie. Said, I'll say it to your face shirt. I really do want to do that. And we really should. I think it'd probably be a lot more appropriate than the go you know what yourself Oscar shirt. We talked about it last week. Get that cute Oscar on it. I still have all that artwork. Get that cute Oscar on it, and I'll say it to your face. I think that would be a lot of fun. And I would just have to hope that Donnie Baker doesn't come after me for copyright infringement, because that's who I stole that from. But if you don't know who Donnie Baker is, he's a hilarious YouTuber. He's a comedian, I think from, I don't know, somewhere. And he's awesome. He's so much fun. And I totally ripped that off of him. The whole I'll say it to your face thing, totally ripped that off of him. It's way more funny when he says it. Okay, here it is. It's difficult for me to even read this. John from kgtropical/keepfishkeeping.com was offered a monster aquarium built by me for free. He agreed and was excited, but then he ghosted me. I ask you to not let him distract you. He's literally addressing anything besides this. All caps. Why ghost me? What? Why? I can't say it.
You want me to do it?
Why? You do it.
Okay. All right. This person that viciously attacked John, you know I have problems with that.
You don't have to start over. Just go down to the why do you...
Why ghost me? Why ignore my nudes I sent you? Why don't you want a huge tank that will never leak? Why can't we be together? Can someone tag him or talk to him for me? I'm not allowed. Court ordered.
Okay, first of all, the person who sent this is nothing but a troll.
And them are fighting words. Sending my husband nudes.
Just somebody that is trying to start trouble. And somebody that happens to be a very good friend of mine. That was King of DIY. Joey sent that. And it completely caught me off guard. The whole why ignore my nudes thing. I was like, Joey's had a couple drinks tonight. That's a guarantee. But no, listen, what he's talking about is we came up with an idea. We basically volunteered Joey to come down here from Nova Scotia to help me build a tank exclusively for stingrays right here in the center of the room, which it's open now.
Yeah,
it's possible to do that.
Possibly, maybe.
And I am 100% certainly not ignoring him when it comes to that. Listen, he has 1.5 million things going on. We have 1.5 million things going on. And I'm still kind of really, I want to see if I can do the Asian arowana thing. I don't know when I'm going to look into that. I don't know how I would do that. If I had to choose between you know what I'm saying? Asian arowana tank or stingrays, I'm going to pick Asian arowanas 100 times out of 100.
Do both.
Or both. But the one conflict that I have with Joey, with what he said so viciously, he never said anything about free.
Oh.
When you say in a post to social media that goes out to millions and millions and millions of people, when you say, I was going to build him a tank for free, what he meant to say was, I'm going to come down there and help him build the tank for free and it's never going to leak. But the way he presented it was he was offering to come down here and bring the tank with him and bring in all the supplies and it was going to cost me nothing. And I will never hold him to that. Joey's skills for building tanks is absolutely worth the money. Not only that, but also, Joey on the channel people would love to see that and see a tank build and stuff like that on there. So even if he was like, hey, you got to pay me this money, it would be worth it to do that. But Joey's a friend. He wouldn't do that. But again, he never said anything about free.
You know what I think is so funny is when people started messaging and they were like, why are you ghosting Joey?
I know, it's hilarious.
It's like, this is so funny. That was hilarious.
Once you saw the why are you ignoring my nudes, didn't you realize that it was a joke? Common sense would tell you that it was a joke. But anyway.
Yeah, the comment section for it is hilarious.
Somebody said something about Donnie Baker dying. That's not true, is it? That better not be true. I'll be so sad if that's true. Was that a troll? Somebody was just trolling, weren't they? Leslie Perry, the one I was speaking of earlier, came in with a $20 super chat. Here's how much I trust the Hudsons. I have no idea what they said about me on last week's stream.
Oh.
And I'm going to... the message is cut off here. Hang on. I'm giving them money anyway. You're so sweet, Leslie. No, I can't. I don't know why my throat is like closing up on me. I'm not having an allergic reaction. I'm fine.
Oh.
It's probably because of the butt whooping my football team took last night.
That was a waste of time watching. Thanks.
Leslie, I can't say what it was that I say about you in the video because it will be a spoiler for the video. And the video, it's kind of a big deal. But what I will say is this. Leslie, you sparked something in me.
Yeah, thanks, Leslie.
And you can probably figure out, just from me saying that, what that was. And that's what the video is about on Sunday. So be on the lookout for that. Everybody, not just her. It is a big deal. And I got a big video coming out on the Money Pit channel tomorrow.
It's going to be a good one.
I want to put it out tomorrow. I don't have a thumbnail for it yet. Remember all the times I've asked you, can we take the thumbnail? And you were like, no. Remember all those times? So,
well, I mean,
maybe we could shoot a thumbnail tonight and I'll slap it up there real quick and it'll be good. Ads every 5 minutes. There shouldn't be. I don't have them turned on. You know what's funny about my beautiful wife sitting across from me? She will... No, there should not be ads every 5 minutes. She will interrupt me whenever she wants, but when I need to do something and have her talk, she can't think of anything to say.
Did you want me to talk? Oh, wait.
I have it set to insert mid-roll ads manually, which I never do. I never actually insert them manually. So it should not be happening every 5 minutes. If it is, you should get YouTube Premium because it's worth it.
Well, a lot of people are going through. I don't have YouTube Premium. You know what I do? I just complain about it.
She does.
I'll be like, "Argh!" And then I'll click it, like the skip and move on. And I'm like, drives me nuts. Like when I'm getting ready in the morning, putting my makeup on, I'll have like, a cat video on or something. And it's like, it just makes me so mad because I got to push the skip. But
okay, I do need you to talk because I need to look into this.
Oh, okay. So Lisa McGrath said, I'm currently setting my new 135 long, big currently from my normal 55s. Yowzer. Wow, that's going to be fun. What are you putting in it, Lisa? Because you got all kinds of different things that you could do with that. Like, like Oscars or African cichlids or angels. But anyways.
It is true. I'm so sad.
Sherry said, haha, John, I haven't been called a savage in a long time.
Did I call her a savage?
Sherry, your name isn't changed. It's supposed to be changed.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It is true. The comedian that played Donnie Baker did die. That's so sad.
Oh.
I feel horrible about that. He died 2 years ago, and I didn't know that. That is so horrible. It happened 2 years ago, but I'm just not now finding out about it. It just makes the last 2 weeks suck even more. God, the last 2 weeks have been ass. I'm sorry to say that, but they've been the worst. And that just piled on. So whoever broke that news to me, it's not your fault. But that's I hate that.
Greg Siebert said, found y'all a few weeks ago after we won goldfish at a local carnival. My wife went down the KG Tropical Wormhole, LOL. Now we have 2 tanks. One is cycling for her to have her dream betta fish. Aw, yay, congratulations. Welcome to the rest of your life.
Well, welcome to our crazy world here. Finsanity donated 5 memberships. Thank you, Joe, for crying out loud. Then he followed it up with a $5 super chat saying, iPhone 17 and new lights. Anyone want to buy feet pics?
Oh.
So he can send the money to us.
Oh my gosh, feet pics. Who does that?
Apparently Joe will for money.
Oh. I should start doing feet pics. My feet are ugly. I don't take care of my feet. Like,
you have mutant toes. Y'all don't call me an abuser. Anybody who knows that reference knows that reference, and they're not upset with me right now.
Oh, from Superman.
Yes.
Miss Tessmakers.
That's right.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I don't like get my toes done, and I don't do the nail thingy. It's just such a, I think they're pretty when people do that stuff, and I'm happy for y'all with those pretty fingers and toes, but I just have my hands are in stuff too much, to do that. So it's just a waste of money for me to do it.
YouTube Premium is totally worth it to anyone who wonders. It absolutely is. And I'm not saying that as a YouTuber. Believe it or not, we as YouTubers make less money when people who have YouTube Premium watch our videos. But I don't care about all of that. It's not like I'm going to tell people don't get it because we make less money. That's ridiculous. It is so worth. If you watch a lot of YouTube, you have no idea how different of a world it is if you have YouTube Premium. And what's it, like $10 a month? I don't know why you don't do it, or just use our account.
I could buy a bag of cat food for $10 a month. I just think there's more.
You could sign on to the KG Tropicals and you wouldn't,
I don't want to be on your channel.
What a weirdo this lady is. She'd rather watch all the ads. We have mid-rolls in some of our videos, but I'm not somebody that puts them like every 2 minutes. If you let YouTube do it on their own, like if you let them choose where to put the ads, they put them like every 2 minutes. It's outrageous. Mm. I've had it happen before on my videos, and then we get complaints, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't mean to do that. It is so annoying. So anybody who complains about that, I'm with you. That would drive me crazy too. But yeah, it's YouTube Premium is worth the money. Just because this is an advertising world we live in right now, and to be able to get away from that is huge, in my opinion. If you watch a lot of YouTube, it's an absolute no-brainer. I am watching less YouTube these days. Yeah. Thank God, because it was driving me crazy. And nothing to do with fish, y'all, but I'm happy to get away from it. But I'm not going to get rid of YouTube Premium, because when I do go on there, I don't want to watch no ads.
Last night, you didn't even know how to use YouTube trying to find a football game.
I was so mad. I ordered YouTube TV specifically to be able to watch football games, because we don't have, I don't have any like TV streaming services. We have Prime and Hulu and Disney and HBO Max, and Netflix, but I don't have any TV stuff. So I subscribed to that, and week 2, I could have watched all along because it was on Amazon Prime.
So you wasted money on something we don't need?
It was just week 2. It's not every week. The rest of them are on the YouTube TV. Well, at least from what I understand.
You need to cancel it. Save the money and just watch it on the Amazon since you already paid.
I would do that. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say here, right? The only Commanders game that was on Prime was last night's.
I
The
don't
rest
even
of them,
know how to use that TV. I don't even know how to get to anything.
and I plan on keeping it that way. So don't even worry about it because
It's too technical.
it's really not. I don't know how to use YouTube TV yet, but the rest of the games will be on YouTube TV. So don't worry. I didn't get, and I'm just going to cancel it at the end of the football season because
I'll remind you.
there's no, my baseball team is not on YouTube TV. The only streaming service that has my baseball team is DirecTV, and that's like $180 a month, and I won't do it. I love my Nats, but part of my morning, not those, part of my morning routine, which I haven't done in a bit because I'm trying to stay away from social media. It was so much fun. While my coffee's brewing in the morning, I watch the recap on the Washington Nationals channel every morning of the last night's game. And I love that. It's on YouTube. And I still want to do that, but I so badly want to stay off social media altogether because it's just, it sends me down a dark hole. I was in a dark place this week, y'all. And there's a lot of people that probably think it was because of what happened on Wednesday. It was not. It was something that happened a couple of weeks ago that I didn't find out until Monday. And it sent me on a spiral that I don't even want to talk about because it was bad. Dennis McKelvey gifted 5 memberships. So who cares about what I was talking about earlier? Thank you so much for that, Dennis. We've got some spots tonight. If you're bored, if you want to come on the member stream, you're more than welcome, Dennis. Greg Siebert. It's either Siebert or Seibert. One of those is guaranteed to be the right pronunciation. Welcome to the KG Tropicals team. New member. Salient Aquatics, John, get a 1,000-gallon cement aquarium right in the middle. That would be something, wouldn't it?
Yes.
We didn't lose any cameras there, did we? No. Oh, boy.
Almost got a little sizzly everywhere, though.
Well, I don't think Joey, if he was to come down here and help me build an aquarium, I don't think he's bringing a cement truck with him. And if I'm being honest with you, Salient, I love the idea of a cement tank, but I also hate it for here. And why I say that is, you know, we have long-term plans. And part of our long-term plan is to relocate all of the fish tanks from this building to something new. And we're not going to be able to do that with a cement tank. So
That's true.
even what I'm talking about, because what I wanted to do, what I started talking about in the beginning, having Joey come down here and help us with, is a 6x6. Basically, dismantle. Joey's done this before on his channel, and I loved it, and I want to duplicate this. Would be taking apart 2 125s and using the front and back panels from both of those and just making a square tank out of that. So it would be a 6x6 by, what is it, 22?
You're asking me.
Yeah, like you know. I think it's 22. That would be what I would want to do right in the middle. But even that, how do you move that? That scares me.
I'm stressed about my little goldfish tank over there. To me, that's little compared to what y'all would be building.
Yeah. What I'm talking about would almost have to be taken apart and moved. So, you know what? Whether or not we do something like that is going to be completely dependent on how many of these we sell. Because if our business continues to grow and continues to go well like it is, and we go to expand, that would give me nightmares to have to move that. So we'll have to see. But it is fun to talk about. In the next spot, building 1,000-gallon cement, that's not out of the question. But in here, I don't know that I would want to do it.
Yeah. Zach Arnold asked, how would you make the bottom?
Completely out of wood.
What?
I would build it out of
The
2x6s.
water would go right through the wood.
What? No, no. You plywood bottom, and then you use pond sealer to seal it up. If you're talking about the bottom panel of the tank, that would be plywood. And so, of course, there would be a seam there. But what I would do is double it up and then stagger the seams and then use the I've seen Joey use it in the past, like pond armor, I believe is what the product is called, that people use on plywood tanks. That's what I would use on there. But it would be Joey's problem. He would have to figure all that out.
This is funny. Bobby Hennig-Smith. Okay, I said it right. Hennig-Smith. Lord have mercy, how do I get my head that shiny? That glares brighter than my future. Looking good. Getting a custom 340-gallon planted outright now with 4,000 in plants, all nanofish. That sounds really nice.
Yeah, but you don't sound like a very nice person. That's cruel and mean to me. How dare you bald shame me?
Said looking good.
You know, I'll tell you how you get your head this shiny. You get 51 years under your belt. You're married to that broad sitting over there, and you shaved last night. That's how it happens.
Yeah, okay. Here's everybody.
You give me the gray, not the bald, not the shininess.
Yeah.
This is getting weird, so let's move on, shall we?
You are more gray since we met.
I wonder why. Can never imagine why.
Regina said, Lisa, I don't have the time or patience to get regular petties and manis. Too busy. Time is precious. I agree. That's time consuming. It's like, I can understand the nails, the fingernails, because people do see your hands, but you can hide those toes, you know? So to me, it's more important to make sure your hair looks appropriate or slap a little makeup on. But nails, fingernails are like, not today. I'm not that person. I don't even like jewelry. Like when we got married, I was like, I just want the band to say we did it. I don't want a diamond. I'm not into that stuff. So
works out really well for me. I'm not going to lie to you. Joe Provenzano with the $5 super chat because he hasn't done enough already tonight. I think he just likes hearing me say that. Speaking of fish, is the DeWalt sprayer really worth it? I'm assuming you meant DeWalt and spell check corrected it to Delt. Is the DeWalt sprayer really worth it? You daggone right it is. That is a great piece of equipment. I love that thing.
which one is it?
The one I used to spray the driveway. It's great. I sprayed my entire driveway.
Oh, yeah.
I cleaned out that tank like 5 times, which would be 20 gallons. And the 20 volt battery was still at full charge. It's a great piece of equipment. If you have the need to spray a lot of weeds, we got a lot of weeds. So for me, it's absolutely worth it. You know, I don't know your situation, Joe. I've seen videos from your pond and stuff like that, but I don't know if you've got...
You have a really nice pond, too.
Yeah, I don't know if you've got 50 acres or if you've got a little eighth of an acre. If somebody has an eighth of an acre or a quarter acre, I think the DeWalt sprayer would probably be overkill. But if it's, you know, if you have some property and you're spraying driveways and all of that kind of stuff like I have to do, it's absolutely worth it. It's like, I want to say it's like $250, $300, but worth every penny. Absolutely every penny.
You have always, I mean, you've liked it. I know. I haven't heard you complain about it at
No,
all.
it's fantastic. The only thing I don't like about it is when you fill it full of water, 4 gallons, it may not seem like it, but that's a whole lot of weight on your back. But the good thing is, once you're using it and the water starts to go down, it gets light again. So it's not a big deal.
So just walk fast and use it quick.
True. Simon Nichols with the $5 Australian super chat. I finally got a python. Very hard to find here. Had to buy it from the dark place. None of my local fish stores carry it.
Sometimes you got to.
Hey, listen, I'm going to tell you all something right now. Whether you are in Australia, I don't know what big box pet stores you have in Australia, but we'll go with what we have here in the States, Petco, PetSmart, All Pets.
Yeah.
are the three that I know of that are the huge volume, big box pet stores. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, and every local mom and pop fish store is going to be mad at me for saying this, but if you go to a big box pet store to buy a python, you should feel no shame whatsoever, because you're going there to buy that because your local fish store doesn't have it. Therefore, it's your local fish store's fault that you went to PetSmart or Petco. So, you're saying you had to buy it from the dark place. You may mean Amazon, and that's the exact same thing. I don't want to see anybody order anything off of Amazon. I want you to try your local fish stores first. If they don't have it, go to a small business that's near you. It doesn't have to be us. Obviously, if you're on Australia, that doesn't apply, but I would suggest ordering it from anybody online that's not Amazon. But if nobody, we don't sell it. So if you, Simon, if you were in the United States, I wouldn't be mad at you if you ordered it from Amazon, because it's like, well, I can't take that personal. We don't have it. And it's not, I have no reason to not have it other than, it's a one-time purchase for most people, and they are pretty pricey to bring in. So it's like, and if I'm being honest, I don't think Python shares the love very much. From what I can recall, I don't remember exactly, but I think their margins are pretty trifling. So, but I could be speaking out of my butt there. I might be wrong. So we'd be shelling out a lot of money to get them in, to not make very much. And so you have to start questioning if it's worth it and all that kind of stuff. So, but if the people that you normally spend your money with don't have it, then they can't be mad at you for ordering it from wherever you ordered it from. So don't feel bad about it.
Agreed.
I got my python from the local fish store here in Atlanta. See, that's perfect. That is exactly what I would recommend to anyone. Do that. More than likely, they're not going to be more expensive than even Amazon, because everybody has to follow MAP pricing. At least they're supposed to. Right. There are scumbags on Amazon that don't. I wish I could remember the name of the one I talked about in the Amazon video, but I don't remember.
I don't know.
If I could remember, I would tell everybody to avoid them like the plague. But I don't remember the name of the company. If you want to know, just watch my video that has Jeff Bezos in the thumbnail.
He's not really in the video, though, guys. I called you guys.
How dare you? I can't believe you just did that. I'm about to put my aquafilter order in. You guys are the best. Awesome. JR, thank you. Excited.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Thank you for giving us money for a product that we do not yet have. But again, they're coming. Yeah. And also, I forgot to mention this earlier. The media is coming too. But I don't know. I'm not absolutely certain of that. I actually talked to the distributor yesterday about the filters. I never mentioned the media, so I didn't put that on the site yet for pre-order. Plus, I figured if you're just buying it, you're not ready for the media yet anyway.
Yeah,
so
that's exactly how I felt about it, because I was like, they're getting it all in the box. They don't need to change anything yet.
Right. And I mean, I love all manufacturers for the fish keeping industry. I really do. I don't know of a manufacturer that I hate. Do I hate any manufacturers? I don't think I do.
I actually love a lot of manufacturers right now after
last
week.
I mean, I certainly have my favorites, of course.
Oh, yeah.
But
there's a lot of really good ones out there.
I'm here to tell you, you don't have to replace filter media as much as those manufacturers tell you need to.
Sure.
Whether it's the AquaClear, the Tidal, CJ. Jay Wilson from CJ would even tell you, clean it off. Don't replace it every time. That's ridiculous. Yeah. But it's still nice to have those for the people that don't feel like messing with it. And they're just like, hey, I'm on a routine. This is how I like to do it. I like to replace, if the thing has 2 cartridges, I like to replace one of them each month. Whatever it is that your strategy is, if you want to stick with that, do it.
Or you can have a backup and just switch it out, put the one in and take the other one, clean it, put it aside for next time, and then swap them out each time and just rotate cleaning them.
That'll work too. Kind of like filter socks. If you use filter socks, which you don't in a hang on the back, but y'all know what I'm saying. But particularly, and I don't even think like AquaClear and Seachem, I don't think they say you should replace the stuff every month. I think because their sponges are so big and thick and easily accessible to clean out.
They really are.
But the companies that have the replaceable cartridges, which would be like Aquaella and Seachem, Marineland, which Seachays are different because you can take the sponges off of them and clean the sponges off. You can do all of that stuff. It makes it a lot simpler. Whereas like the Marinelands and the Aquaeons, which I do not hate, I like those a lot, as a matter of fact.
I just replace it with the sponge stuff that we get. I don't even use those cartridges. I make my own stuff up.
You're one of those nerds, huh?
It's a waste of money. I just make up my own stuff.
I mean, listen, if you have a sponge in there that's picking up the bulk of the debris, if you're a carbon user, you can put it in a little, I don't care what filter you have. You can put it in a little bag. You put your little bag of Purigen in there or whatever it is that you're using. You really don't have to spend a lot of money on replaceable cartridges.
The bag by Seachem, you can put all kinds of goodies in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yep. Make up your own stuff.
Or you can just buy the individual bags of Purigen, stick that bad boy in the back of your hang on the back filter. You're good to go. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Max out, same thing. Fuzz out, same thing. You know, I mean,
or you
can't
just do
lose.
water changes and keep your tank clean.
That's an option too, if you're a
whoa.
loser.
Whoa, imagine that. That's new.
I would have never thought about that. That's crazy. Top of the ninth, 1 out. Nats up 6-4 over the Pirates. Nice. If y'all haven't updated your iPhones yet to iOS 26, do it. If you have the ESPN app, it actually puts it right on your notification screen. If you follow teams, you can see scores. I love it. And it's also on my watch. Is that not the coolest thing? You can't see it. I get the score on my watch. It's the...
Aw,
I didn't set that. I didn't do that. It's just there. I love it.
Look, Discus North is here.
Oh, well, look at that.
Hi. I was just talking about how nice your tanks are, and I think you have the most beautiful discus. So,
Where did his discus come from?
I am not. Don't you breed your own discus? Am I correct in that? I feel like you do.
I'm just asking because people were asking about discus. Wasn't it Jennifer Anderson that was asking about discus? Asking you if you were going to get discus?
Well, she said she was getting the discus bug again. So, my favorite discus will always be the Santarum because I just like that brownish red look. I mean, I've had the tanks with discus of all different colors, and that's beautiful. I love that too. But I really liked having just the Santarum, and I like the dark water look and how they would get that reddish tint to them. Oh my gosh, they were so beautiful. I'm sad thinking about them. They were the prettiest discus I ever had.
They were really nice. What is the name of the one that I love so much? The Stenker one. Daggone it. I love red pigeons. I've always loved red pigeons.
Yeah.
But then the other one, what is the other one? The one that's like blue and white? Come on. I know we're mad at Stenker because of what they did to Hans, but what is that one called? It's going to drive.
No, not the scribble. It was the...
Y'all need to help me out here.
The blue and white. I know it's in my head, and I'm thinking it's the...
It's a hybrid of two different... It's like a silver pigeon mixed with something else, and you get... But I don't remember the name of it. I thought it came out on Monday. I got mine today, the iOS 26, or actually yesterday. But I was a beta. I had the beta version of it for a while, and then it just updated to the real one today or yesterday. I have two German Stenker Brilliant Turquoise. Nice.
Oh.
I need to find out. You need to talk so I can look up what that discus was because it's driving me crazy.
I know, and then you're going to say it. I'm going to be like, duh, because we've owned them.
Oh, we've definitely had them.
And, I mean, there was the blue diamond, there was the pigeon blood, there was the turquoise, the... Then there was the one that was really pretty, like it was white-ish with the blue around.
That's the pigeon blood, right?
I know which one you.
Dark Angel.
Dark Angel, yes.
Dark Angel is the one I was talking about.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
Which I believe that is I think it's a hybrid of the pigeon blood and blue diamond, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else. It's something mixed with a blue diamond, and I don't remember what that is. But this particular website that I'm looking at right now, 100% of the discus are sold out. Why am I not surprised? And I say that in a very mean way because I don't like what they did to Hans.
Oh.
So, anyway. Joey's discus tank is amazing. It sure as heck is.
Yeah. What are you talking about? His angel tank. And then
that guy's flat pissing me off lately. He really is.
His angel tank with all those tetchers in it, the Caso, I forget the right pronunciation. I think it's the Caso. I'm saying it wrong. I know I am, but I got a bunch of those and quarantined them and stuck them in my angel tank. And I was like, I saw his and I was like, great. When I finally do end up showing what I just did to my angel tank and rescaping it and adding, 2 different dither fish or schooling fish in there and stuff, he's going to be like, you copied me. I'm going to be like, no, I didn't. I've had them for months quarantining them. Oh.
John, could you please do a video about fish in cycling for a beginner? Sorry, you probably have one, but I haven't found it yet, and I would like to know. I've done like 10 videos on cycling, including the most important video that's ever been made. That's literally the title of the video. The most important video ever made about aquariums, I think is what the title is. Or it's the most important aquarium video ever made. Not sure. But it's one of those two things. And that'll explain it right there for you. And I worked very hard on that video. I got animations in that video. Like I got all kinds of stuff in there. It was a lot of fun. Maybe one of the best videos I've ever done.
Yeah, you get a lot of views.
Yeah, it's a good one. So check that one out. You'll see. What did they do to Hans? I don't even understand entirely all of the politics. All I know is this. Hans was born and raised in Holland. He became a distributor for Stenker out of Germany. He moved himself and his wife to the United States to start trading Stenker discus. He moved here exclusively for that. And then like 10 years later, they just dumped him and gave the business to somebody else. It's not the way it sounds, but he had exclusivity of Stenker discus. Anybody in the United States that had Stenker discus got them from him. And then Stenker decided, we're not going to let you have that anymore. We're giving it to somebody else. And I don't understand why they did that. I don't care what their reasoning is for why they did that. I don't like it because this is a guy that uprooted his family, moved to a foreign country to expand your business, and then you took it away from him and gave it to somebody else. I don't like you for that.
Yeah, we don't support Stenker in any way.
I don't like that at all. So I'll say it to those people's face, whoever the Stenker people are. Mr. and Mrs. Stenker, you're bad people because of what you did to Hans.
Yeah.
I said it.
I said it too.
I'm not saying anybody who sells Stenker discus are bad people. They're the best discus in the industry. I just don't like what they did to Hans. I mean, it's Discus Hans. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a personal friend of mine, so yeah, I do have some bias there. But
Yeah, we're loyal to our friends.
didn't they stop operating in Germany, Europe at some point? I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you, Jose. I cut all ties with Stenker. It's not like I was being paid by them. It's not like I was on Team Stenker or anything. I was a supporter of Hans. So was Lisa. Her more than me. We're good friends with him. I would do anything for that man. And so when they dumped him, they dumped us too. So screw them. That's the way I say it. But their Discus are great. That's just...
That's true.
There's no getting past that.
You can't deny that they do have nice Discus.
Their fish are great, but the people that make them are assholes.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry I said that.
What
I'm
movie
sorry.
is that from?
Don't try to get me with Meet the Fockers.
Oh.
You can't get me on movies. It's not going to work.
Yeah, well, okay.
I think Stenker shut their own operation down, so maybe they couldn't. So, oh no, it was way before that. They were still very much in business. They were still fully functioning. And again, you know, I don't know why they decided to do that. But I'm going to stand by my friend. And that's just the way it's going to be.
Yep.
So that's the way I am. And if you don't know, well, then try me and you'll find out. That's how I do it.
Oh yeah, Regina, she says, I have 4 that I bought through Hans. Yeah, because you bought yours the same time I got my baby ones. And then I had the water issue and found out that everything wasn't going to work. And that was really sad.
Kind of gave up ever since on
yeah.
Discus.
Yeah, because it's like, why put myself through that here if it's not going to work? So I definitely know what I have to do to change that. I just need to be ready to put that work in. And right now I'm just not ready to put the work in because I like the simplicity of turning the water on in the sink and just, you know. So yeah.
There is something to be said about not keeping fish that you have to drastically alter your water parameters in order to keep.
Yeah.
I, at 51 years old and running a business and doing what we do, I simply will not do it. If there are fish that are not okay in our water, we just will not keep them.
Right.
And I feel like that has a lot to do, maybe I'm just using it as an excuse, but I feel like that has a lot to do with my lack of success with saltwater, along with not knowing what I'm doing and along with not doing enough maintenance. I do think the water is involved too. And so guess what? I'm just not going to keep saltwater anymore. And that's why we don't have Discus. I know how bad this sounds, but we're growing a business and, you know, this is our livelihood and this is what we're trying to do. If I can get to the point where we're able to staff up and have people take over a lot of the menial tasks that we have to do on a day-to-day basis, and we can focus more on that kind of stuff, then maybe we will do it. But right now, no. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that enjoy the whole science part and got to get my KH up and I got to do this and I got to do that. I'm just not one of those people. I appreciate simplicity.
Sure.
Water straight out of the tap, with conditioner and all that, obviously. But if the water that comes out of our tap is not suitable for the fish, we're just not going to keep them.
Yeah. Very true. Al Culp said, I did saltwater for a week, gave whole thing to a family. I mean, sometimes you just know it's not going to work for you, and it's better to give it to somebody who can take care of it than to keep struggling, lose the fish, and yeah.
When I did the 26 gallon and the little 13 gallon, I think, or no, it was 5 gallon or something like that, the 2 Fluval tanks, it was a breeze in Virginia.
Yeah.
It was an absolute breeze. But I gave those up 2 houses ago. One of them I just took down.
Oh, yeah.
The one I gave to Joey,
Joey.
not that Joey, but another Joey.
Joey Rest.
And then, when we tried it down here, it didn't work out. And it sucks because I really do like saltwater fish, particularly. I think it's awesome. And it was such a thrill. And I really got to say, and this is just, I don't know how you feel about it, but when we lost the spiky burrfish,
Gizmo?
that was it for me.
Yeah.
I was over it. That was like, okay. That
was
was the
so
coolest
cute.
fish
I
I've ever
know.
had. And that one was, that was brutal.
And then the wrasses,
Yep.
those little murderers. I still can't believe I put those, what were they that I got?
Chromis.
I put those chromis in there. And they were so
Expensive feeders.
cute. They were so cute for a minute.
We watched those poor fish get eaten. It was
I
horrible.
mean, it was like, no.
It was horrific.
I couldn't even believe it. And then the one was like a survivor. Like, you could just hear the Rambo music. And he was just a survivor. And he lived for a while until he didn't anymore. It was sad.
I'm still doing saltwater, John, because of you. I got into it, fish and corals. Well, that makes me very happy.
Yeah.
Jen, if
you're
you're-
successful, that's great.
I mean, if I inspired you to do that, I'm thrilled because I do think it is awesome. I love that whole side of it. Every time we've gone to shows where they have a freshwater and saltwater side, I always wander over to the saltwater side because every single time I see things I've never seen before, and it's cool. It's neat. It does get a little repetitive because everybody has the orange sticks and the glasses and the blue lights, and it's just kind of like you're looking at the same thing over and over and over again with all the corals, all the frags, but
They are so neat, though.
I also don't know what I'm looking at. I was with George at one, and he was like, "Oh man, that's this and that and this and that," and I'm like, "I don't care. I don't know what that is." And it
Well,
just
you went scuba diving that time in Florida. Don't you remember seeing all that stuff?
you never even got out of the boat, did you?
Heck no, I don't know how to swim.
The ground, the bottom was like 60 feet down. I couldn't see what corals were on the bottom.
Well, I don't know. I just thought maybe you did.
No.
Oh.
And I didn't go scuba diving. I went snorkeling. There's a big difference
Oh,
on the surface versus going down in there.
whatever. You put stuff on, you went in the water, and it was, yeah,
We
not
saw
what I would do.
it was a bizarre thing. We were in the Florida Keys. We stayed at the resort where they filmed the show Bloodline, which was awesome. We went snorkeling. And you wouldn't think this. It surprised me. But we were on this big boat. There was like 100 people on the boat that were all...
a really big boat.
It was a really big boat, shrimp boat.
Really big boat.
And the guy was like, the captain of the ship was like, I think his name was Jack Sparrow. He said,
I thought it was Captain Dan.
he said, we're going to take you to a place where you'll be able to see a shark. And I was like, well, I don't want to see that.
That's
But he
gonna
was
keep
like,
me in
it's
the
a,
boat.
whatever it was, like some kind of a shark that doesn't eat you. And I'll be damned
Bala shark.
if we, not a, it was like, what do they call it? Like a Nerf shark. It was brown. I don't remember what it was. But I'm telling you, the guy was like, he's on the boat and he's saying to me, I'm in the water. And I'm like, where do I go? And he was like, go that way about 30 feet. And I went, and he's like, okay, put your face in the water. And I put my face in the water and there was the shark all the way down at the bottom, swimming across. And I was like, how do you know this? But he knew exactly where that shark was going to be. And it's not like it was sitting there like this pleco. He was swimming around all over but the guy knew exactly where he was. It was weird. It was as if he was a fish whisperer. But I'm fascinated by all of that stuff, but I'm just not good at keeping them. come back to the dark side. I don't think I will. And it's not because I don't like it. It's because I'm not good at it. And I don't have the ability to put in the work necessary. I don't. These tanks here, they're simple. African cichlid tanks, you get some aggression. It happens. You're going to have things like that. You get used to it when you're keeping... Nurse shark, that's what it was. Thank you for the 17 people that are saying that. Everybody knows it but me.
I didn't want to say anything. I was waiting for you to see it.
The African cichlid tanks, this tank here, if I go a few days without doing water changes or without doing maintenance, the fish are not going to start immediately dying off. It's not going to be this huge problem. But what is this lady doing?
I needed to get the pin that was on the floor that the cats knocked off.
But it does seem like saltwater tanks are a lot more touchy than that. But maybe that's just me. And that's why maybe I'm wrong, because when Jake Adams convinced me to get one, he was like, dude, are you kidding me? It's going to be just as easy as your other tanks. Because I was telling him, I ain't trying to mess with these things every, 3 or 4 days. He was like, no, it's going to be simple. It was anything but simple. And I'm kind of ashamed about it, if I'm being honest with you. What are you trying to do?
I was just doing something.
It's 9:15. You have your things you need to do?
Mountain Lioness asks, how's Tess? Tess is doing good. She's growing, that's for sure. Since I got the okay, she's good to go. Bless you. She's like healthy, I don't have to quarantine her anymore. I have her with Honey and Reno. Wow. Reno's the one that was the kitten for a long time, Mama Cat's kitten, and he would be so annoying, but he's calmed down a lot now since he's 6. And then Honey is the old lady who doesn't really want to deal with the kid, so she's like constantly putting Tess in her place, but Tess is just like wanting her to, be her mom. I think it's so cute, but Honey would be like, get out of here. So she goes and hangs out with Reno. It's so adorable. But she has an appointment in a few weeks to get spayed. So that's set up, and I'm really happy about that. So she's set up to get spayed, and then I have an appointment in October 16th, for 2 more TNRs to take and get. I don't know yet. I'm not going to know until I trap them whether they're female or male. So, but I have 2 appointments. By the way, I didn't tell you this. They're in Wilmington, North Carolina. So I'll have to drive 3.5 hours to get them spayed or neutered on that day. But it's a real good,
we know some people in Wilmington that you can go say hi to. Don't say their names on here because we don't want to dox people.
They've already messaged me.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Because I did a post about it. But they're so affordable at this place. It's literally, it's $38 to do TNR for these cats. And it includes vaccines and the ear tip. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I'm going to save money, but drive 3.5 hours to go to. But I'd rather do that than take them to PETA, the TNR ones. I don't want to take them to PETA because they have a strict rule. If it's a feral cat, they automatically test it for stuff, and if they have something, they euthanize it without your permission. They do it because it's a feral cat. All I want to do is get the ones around here fixed, and that way we're not getting all the kittens, because when I find kittens, then I don't mind finding them and getting them checked, getting them spayed and neutered, finding homes for them. But there's a lot of cats out there that could be adopted. There are cats that could be adopted instead of having to find homes for kittens. So I'm trying to prevent that by getting these cats fixed around here. I'm not trying to take them to PETA because it's easier, because it's an hour away and it's easier, and then have them get put to sleep. Just not doing it.
Somebody asked you to explain the ear tip thing.
The ear tip thing is for people to know, or the animal shelter to know, that they've already been fixed and vaccinated. I mean, they should still be vaccinated. I mean, it could have been an ear tip from 5 years ago, and maybe they weren't taken to get their recent vaccinations, but it's just to say they've been fixed.
And it's just they clip a little flat spot on the tip of the ear. It sounds barbaric, but it's not.
I've got some.
And yeah, I mean, it's kind of even hard to notice after a while.
It saves the animal shelter time. They're like, oh, we don't have to pick this cat up. It's already been fixed. It's just living the rest of its life out there, not having babies and reproducing, and that's the point of TNR. So. But
Matthew Plowden, did we establish Plowden or Plowden? I don't remember, but I'm just going to say Plowden with the $10 super chat. Thanks for the chance to get away from the events of the week. It kind of threw me for a loop. Yeah, I was trying to talk about that in the beginning, and my wife viciously and rudely interrupted me. Not just this week. I'm
a bad person.
It's been the last couple of weeks. It seems just like a constant bombardment of one thing after another that involves people dying, and it's so bad. I don't care who you are. I don't care how you vote politically. None of that has ever mattered to me. I care about my views, and thankfully my wife and I align on pretty much everything. I mean, pretty much.
We have difference of opinions with some things.
We don't need to talk about what those are because we don't feel like starting a fight in here. Not a fight between us, but a fight between us and everybody else. But yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying. But basically, down the line, we agree on just about everything. I've never been somebody that's going to make a decision on who I'm going to be friends with and who I'm not based on, what voter registration card they have. I don't care who you are. The events of the last couple of weeks, particularly this week, if it doesn't make you sad, then that's shocking to me. Because there's been a lot of death that's happened, and it's one of them particularly sent me down a downward spiral that I feel like I have to explain myself. I went on YouTube Monday morning, and I did my normal routine, and I went on YouTube, my home feed. There was a thumbnail of a young woman sitting in a train car like this on her phone with a baseball cap on. If y'all have seen it, you know. And there's a man behind her about to do something to her. And the girl in that thumbnail looked exactly like my daughter. And it literally stopped my heart. And I had to catch my breath because I was just like, oh, when I saw that. I mean, obviously it's not my daughter. My daughter's fine, but I've never experienced anything like that in my life.
And it's not like without the cap on and stuff, looks like her.
No,
it's just that's what she looks like when she works. That's what, her working.
It's her posture, and she's a thin little girl, and she's just sitting there, and she looks exactly like my daughter. Once she takes that hat off, unfortunately she can't anymore, but it looks nothing like my daughter. But that pose,
yeah,
and
it was like, wow.
Absolutely, I'm having a hard time talking about it right now. That just set me off, and I was in a bad place for a couple days.
Our other daughter lives in Charlotte.
Right. And there's that.
Yeah, and she's gone on trains before. It's scary.
Well, she told me the other day when I checked on her, she said she never has. She's probably just trying to make me feel better, but I don't know.
Oh, David has.
Yeah, she said she never goes on the train. I said, good, let's make sure we keep it that way.
Yeah. I was talking about when they were not in the same area.
Oh, that's a different kind of train, though.
Yeah, that's like a choo-choo train, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one, that story, yeah, it got me. And I'm not on social media anymore because of that story.
Yeah.
There were several things that happened prior to that. There's things that have happened since then that I'm glad I'm not on social media constantly anymore, because it's too much. I can't do it.
And then it's 9/11 week, which is
Right.
always the hardest. It's like, dang. Oof.
It was a horrible week, but the girl on the train is the one that broke me. Me too. That one. Yeah, and it's funny. I was joking around with Lisa about it earlier. I was texting the daughter that looks like the girl in the picture. I was texting her today, and I told her about it the other day, and she didn't know anything about it because she doesn't know about that stuff, which is good but also bad. I want her to be aware, to be cognizant of what's going on.
Yeah.
But she didn't know anything about it, and she texted me today asking me if I could send her that picture. I said I will do no such thing because I don't want to see it again. I've seen it one time and that's enough. And so she looked it up on her own and she found it and she said, "Oh my God, it does look like me." I said, "Yeah, now you know why I was freaking out." So yeah, that got me. I don't want to talk about it anymore. We got 4 minutes left.
Definitely need to get her more aware of stuff, though. I mean, I've got one daughter who carries, and I have another one who carries pepper spray and a knife. So I've gotten through to them about being, protecting yourself. We got to get through to that one. So.
Cichlid Addict said, "I bought an Oscar shirt from you guys about 4 years ago from you guys." Well, I've done that before too, where you say the same thing twice. I'm just breaking your balls. That said, if you don't know Oscars, then you know the rest.
Yeah.
Do you still sell it? Lost mine. We've been talking about those for the last couple of weeks. We do not sell them. But I'm not going to tell you we'll never bring it back. But like we've talked about in previous weeks, they are expensive to make. We don't make them, but they're expensive to have made.
Hand. I even use the iron, and I iron it on myself, and I got to flip it over, and I got to do every single one of them.
Yeah, she does too. She does a great job. But they were expensive to have made, and so then we had to charge more for them, and but we sold out pretty quick of them. So, we may end up doing that.
That's a name I haven't seen in a long time.
I was just going to say the exact same thing.
Oh my gosh, especially with the funny number, because she always did the different number, you know what I mean? Like
obscure.
Yeah. John and Lisa, this stream is what I needed to listen to after how the world has been lately. It's been a while since I got to listen live. Love you guys. Well, we're so happy you're here.
I had this whole spiel planned out when we were opening up the live stream tonight, where I was talking about that, like, let's escape that stuff. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's coming up on 9:30, which means we're going to be done, but we're not done. We are going over to the channel member stream, where we will continue to not talk about, well, even though we have for the last couple of minutes, not talk about current events that are bringing us all down. We have a few guests lined up for Whip's World doing what he does, texting me during a stream. How dare you? If you want to talk to me, come on the member stream, Whip. You want to be a jerk about it. He texted me earlier. I responded, and then he just...
Whip is not a jerk.
No, of course he's not.
But
except when he texts me during streams.
Or what about, last week when Bob did that too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I have something to say. I wanted to say thank you for everybody who helps out with Roots and Whiskers. I appreciate it. I do want to also say thank you to anybody who's been watching, like, the playlist on Roots and Whiskers. It's making a difference, and thank you very much, because you're getting my view time up, those view hours, so I appreciate that. But I wanted to say thank you to my donations that were sent to the GoFundMe. Thank you, Laura Kingsbury, Robert Wayman, Karen Simpson, Jerry and Ann, and Dennis McElvey donated tonight. Thank you. I can't wait to be able to start making videos about the barn expansion for the cats. It's finally, it's, I would say, empty. He's not using it anymore. It's got to get cleaned up a little bit, and then we can start phase 1 soon. We're almost at the goal for phase 1, almost. So I am really happy about that. It's really working. You guys are doing great. Thank you. Also, I wanted to thank Vincent Dunn for donating to the PayPal. So now I can get 1.5 cats spayed or neutered. So, and it's okay. Every little bit helps. I mean, I don't expect so much generosity. So when it comes down to me, going down there to get them fixed, if I have to put money out, then I have to put money out. That's just the way it is. I'm doing this, and I just appreciate any of the help. So thank you. As far as my Amazon wish list goes, I've had kitty goods, food and litter and treats and stuff sent from Jerry and Ann, Regina Phalanges, and Robert Wayman. Thank you very much. Y'all, thank you. I mean, my cats thank you too. We couldn't do it without you. So you're making a difference, all of you. Thank you.
I got to send Dennis a link. Dennis, you said you were coming on tonight, right? I believe he said he was going to do that. And we're just going to run a little test here. I'm going to send it to Whip's World. Just see what happens. Then we'll know if he's a jerk or not. Simon Nichols, again, with the Australian $5. I have to have the member stream on in the background. I have to do water changes this afternoon.
Afternoon? Oh, so what time is it there? It's probably like, Australia. So you're like...
Yeah, he's way ahead of us. He's tomorrow.
You're tomorrow. You're like 9 or 10 in the morning tomorrow, Saturday, or in the future?
He's in the future. It's Saturday for him. People are saying they don't have the link. Is the link not working for y'all? Curtis, Kevin? Let me just check that before we get off of here.
Dennis said probably easier for half a neuter. Because I said spay and a half.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Kevin Morley asked, can you resend the link as well?
I certainly can. I'll resend it to everybody while
Curtis Crump said, I need a new one. Oh, it's 11:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Wow.
Nice.
Are you watching Saturday morning cartoons? No, they
All
don't
right.
even have those anymore.
It's 9:33. Folks, we are going to take about a 5-minute break, and then we're going to move over to the member stream. If you are a channel member and you're watching the stream right now, you don't have to do anything. I did set it up to automatically redirect you over to that if you want to come hang out with us over there. If you are not a channel member, consider becoming one and come over there and join us. I'm going to resend the link to everybody because I guess the one I sent them before did not work. So yeah, we'll see that. But we're going to have to say goodbye to the public tonight.
I know.
So you got to do it. You're the one that says bye.
It was a good stream. I feel like, I mean, we had a nice distraction.
Indeed.
So, but anyway, to the people we won't be seen in the member stream, we will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend and try to stay off the internet and social media, except for our videos and our live streams, of course.
It does help. I know from experience. Get off of it.
Yeah, go outside and who said it? Touch the grass.
Touch grass.
Touch grass. Go do some yard work or go for a walk. Just leave your phone or take your phone, but just take it in case someone calls you needs to get a hold of you. But yeah, get away from social media for a little while. But have a great weekend, and we will see you next Friday. Bye.
Oh, my mouse doesn't want to go on the finish button. There we go. Bye.